Welcome back to our channel, the channel for the latest news and untold stories about Catherine, the Princess of Wales and her royal family. Today, we bring you untold stories. Catherine and William steal people's hearts on their way of the future monarchy as they put their family first. Here are some of the other ways in which Princess Catherine's life has evolved when she and Prince William became the Prince and Princess of Wales, in addition to the more obvious tiara improvement. She's become the 10th person to hold the honorary position of Princess of Wales, which comes alongside significant responsibilities and expectations. An impressive title, Princess of Wales, is held by just one person from the British royal household. Catherine, the former Duchess of Cambridge, now wears the tiara that has been utilised by royalty for generations. Following the 2013 modification to the laws of succession, it remains to be seen whether there is ever going to be a single Princess of Wales awarded this honour. The mother of three is well known for her athletic skills. She and Prince William addressed their initial sports-related event in public as the Prince and Princess of Wales, and Catherine's demeanour was notably different than it had been in previous occasions. Queen Elizabeth II expressed happiness for her grandson Prince William after he wedded Catherine. She was captivated by the reality because Catherine valued William for himself rather than simply because of his title, as it became an affectionate bond and companionship. William has become an individual who considers everything through, such as his great-grandmother, therefore he pondered over the connection and he wasn't rushing towards it. The Queen frequently performed whatever she saw as the best thing for survival of the kingdom in the case of her death. Catherine was quite silent, even though she endured a lot of stress from the royal household in the form of traumatic news in the years that would ultimately prove that they would be her last. Catherine is getting closer to becoming queen, due to the fact that she received the title of the Princess of Wales from the deceased mother-in-law, Princess Diana, who was renowned for shaking the chains of many institutions throughout her lifetime. During the days that followed after Catherine's title devolved, royal analysts claimed she's consistently played out her duties throughout the royal household exceptionally well. The general population has a tremendous amount of admiration for her. All of them adore her. The story of her is admirable, and swayed the program back in April. She waited around for William to propose for a whole decade. After taking stock, Catherine confidently said, "I'm capable of this. That's something that I'm going to do. I've decided to put my whole heart into it." And in essence, it's an imitation of a regal woman wearing a headscarf. She seems to have felt restricted by it. I imagine that being trapped like that has caused her a lot of emotional distress at moments, but she's decided to make up her mind, and she's acting on that decision. I respect her for her self-control, which doesn't seem to be a quality often seen in young people nowadays. Charles, in a speech airing shortly following Queen Elizabeth II's death on September the 9th, announced that William was going to replace him as the Prince of Wales, an honour traditionally awarded to the eldest child of the monarch in power. He said, based on Catherine alongside him, the newly appointed Prince and Princess of Wales are going to, I comprehend, keep going to encourage and guide our national interactions, assisting in moving those who are excluded to the centre of the ground, where essential assistance might be given to them. But before that, the pair, who have been together for nearly 2 decades and wedded for over 12, were dealing with the loss of their mother. The way they conducted themselves as a nation of England bid farewell to the Queen, who was on the seat of power for an unprecedented 70 years, and affected by public attitude concerning the future of the whole organisation, which is an additional peculiarity of the monarchy's rigmarole. Of the many wonderful honours that have come to the royal loved ones, there haven't been one for the newly appointed Princess of Wales, said a prominent journalist who had previously authored books about Catherine and William. She has remained entirely quiet in her sorrow in every moment of this, as well as she's allowed her demeanour to do most of the talking, and they're an extremely significant presence. Catherine wore the monarch's quadruple strand pearl necklace to adorn her picture-perfect McQueen grieving outfit on the 19th of September for the Queen's burial. The decision to include Prince George IX and Princess Charlotte VII seemed a conscious one on behalf of Catherine and William. Prince Louis, age 5, stayed at home because he didn't grasp the importance of the event, as subsequently revealed by Catherine. I'm not thinking for a second that both of them ought to have taken that choice carelessly, because it sends such an important signal concerning the dynasty, about order, concerning the safety of the succession, as he put it. Taking young kids to a cemetery represents a serious choice, as every parent understands. More so than the ceremony that, practically, the whole planet is witnessing. The exact same thing might have been stated each time Catherine steps beyond the royal walls. However, an observer filmed a lady telling the Duchess of Cambridge in June 2017 that she was going to be a wonderful Princess of Wales. Soon enough, as the couple greeted supporters outside Cardiff's castle. After thanking her, Catherine pointed to William and said, "I'm having good arms." However, Catherine has lent into the role that she's supposed to play, appearing unfazed by criticism from royal observers who say that she's boring. Thus far, she's proved the best plan of action. According to a researcher who served as an advisor on The Crown, Catherine has proven herself effective due to the fact that she recognizes the significance of being a component of a group as well as possessing a capacity to shine and stand out. As stated in The New Royals, she sends the kids and her hubby, as well as the rest of the royal household, an expression of affection and backing. It appears plausible that she is the Princess of Wales, who compliments her prince rather than taking attention away from him. While the development of young kids is one of Catherine's favourite issues as a senior royal, she also enjoys chatting with different mothers about their observations and sharing relevant anecdotes about parenthood and her children that she has encountered in interactions with members of the wider community. She likes sporting tiaras, although many of her outfits have several uses. In addition, she and William wore pants in their 2022 Christmas card, while George, Charlotte and Louis wore shorts. Everyone was enjoying it, and Mummy kindly stopped taking photographs. She claimed a year ago, referring to whenever adults ask her to refrain from snapping pictures of her kids. In December of 2021, Catherine held a Christmas ceremony at Westminster Abbey, and accompanying vocalist Tom Walker on the piano. Nevertheless, the sporty future queen, who was the standout of her secondary school basketball team, usually seems pleased whenever her schedule involves an appearance at an athletic competition. A royal insider stated, following Catherine's coronation, that the newly minted princess appreciates the past events that surround this position. However, will naturally wish to take a look at the years to come when she develops a unique route. The insider also said that she and William will approach their roles in the kindly and most modest manner as they handled their duties previously. The release of Prince Harry's book Spare on January the 10th may make Kate's 41st birthday on January the 9th seem a little event by comparison. But from what we know so far, it's full of shocking revelations, such as William knocking Harry unconscious on the floor following a fight over Meghan Markle, and Harry saying Catherine was furious when Meghan laughed regarding her baby brain, just 1 month after Louis had arrived into the world. Both Buckingham and Kensington Palace are refusing to provide clarification regarding these charges. Catherine and her loved ones will probably choose to celebrate in private at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Home Park, the place that they have been mostly staying due to George, Charlotte and Louis began attending the Lambrook School in Berkshire County in September. The royal couple have made it clear that they are dedicated to providing their children with a close-knit, but as typical as feasible, childhood. As such, either of their parents will constantly be there for preschool drop-offs and pickups, dinner time, and when they go to bed. Catherine stated in an uncharacteristic conversation during the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast in February of 2020. I believe the elements that truly connect with myself the majority is the little things, and how I observe that currently with my own kids, which is truthfully, life currently is incredibly busy, consequently distracting. And she went on to explain how little issues, such as watching a blaze on an especially wet day, can bring great joy. Walking around the neighbourhood and engaging in other straightforward activities altogether is something I cherish throughout my own growing up. Plus, it's something I strive to pass on to my own kids. In addition, I believe that these occurrences have great significance for kids and the globe that they inhabit, which is a thrilling new one for kids. And ultimately, it's on to the couple to ensure the Crown's long-term safety. There's no hurry. Thank you for watching today's video. If you'd like to make any remarks about what you think about the monarchy, then please leave a comment below. But for the time being, I will say farewell.